Hey there, it's JD from Smarter Not Harder Mindset, and I'm just going to show you how you, sitting at home right now, can create an online business working from home with very, very, very little investment. And although I do sort of bigger things that are away from this these days, this is how I started in my online entrepreneurship, and I was able to get 8 clients in 8 weeks doing this. So I just want to show you really quickly how you can do this and how you can get started. So basically, this is what I did is I went to a website builder. So let's just say Weebly or Wix. These are two that I highly recommend. The main reason I recommend them is they have great optimization inside of them. Places like GoDaddy and that, there's website builders in there, and certainly you can use them. To be able to optimize them is an additional cost, an additional price, and an additional add-on. So they do have WordPress sites that are optimized really well, but again, you have to be pretty techy to use those, and these drag and drop systems that already come with optimization tools and on-page SEO tools already built into them make it so that someone like you or me who knows nothing about tech can get started and do it completely on their own without really any instruction. Having said that, most of these platforms have really super amazing customer service, so if you do get stuck, you can certainly contact them and they'll help you. They have super amazing videos, instructional videos that can help walk you through it. But for the sake, so let's just say we're going to do this for a business, and so we're going to take a look around and see which one we'd like to work with here. It doesn't really matter. You can work with any of them, but let's just say I'm going to do this for a cleaning company, and a cleaning company is going to be my focal point. So I'm just going to pick anyone. I'm just going to get started with anyone, and let's do this. So you can see here that they show you the theme, what it looks like, and you can hit start editing. Right, so it's going to set it up really quickly for you, so you can start editing it. And again, you don't have to be super tech savvy. This is building an online business for dummies, basically. If I can do it, anybody can do it, because I am the most untechnological savvy person on the planet. I'm the guy that has trouble programming my DVD player and stuff like that, and apparently has a lot of problems saying technology as well. But I was able to figure this out on my own. I certainly don't expect you to figure it out on your own. So I'm going to do this cleaning services Toronto, let's just say. So what you can do is you can create, it's completely free for you to come inside these sites and to build this. You don't pay anything till you actually launch the site, which is cool. So I'm creating just a subdomain for now, but I will eventually attach a real domain that I've purchased, which will be significant in terms of whatever the market is I'm going after, and something that's very search friendly. So the area I'm actually going after is Mississauga in Ontario, so it would probably say cleaning services Mississauga. So I can hit continue, and it's going to kick into gear here, and I can start doing what I want to do. So basically, I'm just going to build it out so that it represents, a cleaning company. I don't want this in here. I'm going to change the background, etc., etc. So see this background here. I'm going to get rid of it. So I can drag elements here. So the first thing I can do is drag a really cool picture, and then next to it, I'm going to put some text. So I just go right over to the far side. I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Maybe I'm wrong. There should be a blue line here, so it allows me to kind of sneak it in next to it. Is it going to let me do it? There it is. Yeah. So it should push this across. So you can see I have room for a picture now, and I have room for some text. And for a picture, I'm just going to sneak onto the internet really quickly and put in cleaning service. I don't want to do a local sort of search because, so I'll just put Florida or something, just because I don't want to steal somebody's copyright or steal somebody's picture, right? And then I just hit images. You want to make sure somebody isn't using this image or in a capacity where you would be infringing on their copyright or something like that. You want something fairly generic, like something like this. These ones are really super overused. I see them around all the time, so I'm going to look for something a little more unique, something that's a little more underused. You can certainly go on to sites where you can buy photographs if you wish to do that. I mean, here's Florida Cleaning Company. It's a really super clean house. I like that picture. So generally I like to see a picture though that so in desktop, and I'm going to change it to Cleaning Services, the name, because then it's kind of optimized properly, which is great. But generally you want to see somebody working in your picture. That's usually a great sell. It implies to people, hey, this is what I'm getting for the service that I'm buying, is somebody that's going to do an amazing job cleaning. Wow, here's one here that I really like, but Excel made. I don't want to get in trouble with somebody saying, hey, you're infringing on my copyright kind of thing. But anyways, for the sake of this, I'm just going to go roll with that picture. But you get the gist of it. You want something that looks cool. So this is on the desktop. Let's just roll down. So actually, I'm just going to use this one. I already had it on my computer. It looks pretty cool. But you get the gist of it. I'm just going to line the picture up a little better. It's going to allow me to edit this. Edit image. Let's see if we can do that. Just want to make it a little bigger. Let's see what it does for us. Crop. Maybe I can crop it. I think that's the best we're going to do. I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that anyway. I think it looks great. Okay, so we got a nice picture there. Over here, we're going to put in, some text, some great text. So, Cleaning Services. So like I said, I was going to use Mississauga, but for the sake of trying to spell Mississauga right now, I'm just going to run with Toronto, just so that you get the gist of it. I'm going to make this significantly bigger, obviously, make sure it's bold. I want this nice and big. Cleaning Services Toronto. Down here, and then we're going to go smaller down on the bottom. So let's see what we're going to do. So yeah, okay, so that's so I'm going to do a call to action. Contact us today for a free quote. Right? I'd probably capitalize every first letter there first and go like this. Boom. Then I would put in a phone number, so 555. Like I said, we're just going to, this is just an example, obviously. And then maybe I might put, an email address down here, whatever. Or you could put in an InstaQuote form too, as well. So here's a contact form. You could actually put that over there and drop that in there, and just above here, just put instant quote form, so people can enter in the information and get a quote. That's another great one to have right side by side. And then I would just put, oops, sorry. I would go something like our services, something like that. So that makes sense. Our services, and then just do bullet points. Made service. Move in. Move out cleaning. Detailed cleaning. Okay, not doing very well with the spelling. Let's get this cleaned up a bit. Just need that one there anyway. Oh, that didn't work. And whatever other services. So let's do post construction cleaning, a big one I know. The reason I know so much about this is I've done this for so many cleaning companies who pay me to do this for them, and it's not necessarily even build them a website. It's generate leads for them, and you can do this from home, right? So I'm just building the website because it's going to generate leads for me. So you just go in here, right, and you're adding content. You just want to add content. You want to add a lot of on-page SEO content. And a really simple way to do that is to go look at other cleaning companies, right, and see what kind of content they have. If you want to use a guide, you know, just type in cleaning service, wherever. It doesn't matter where it is. And we're going to look at their website, and it'll give us like a guideline of you know, the kind of content that should be on a website that people are looking for. Now, the elements that I want to see, so if I'm looking for a business, and say I'm looking for a cleaning service in Toronto, and I'm looking for a website, and I click on this website, I want questions answered for me. What do they do? They're cleaning services. Where do they do it in Toronto? How do I get a hold of them? 555-555. So boom, there's the phone number. I can get a hold of them right away. You know, no fooling around. If I underline that, it'll make it live so people can click on it, their live phone, on their cell phones, and they can call right away. And by the way, here's the services they provide. You know, again, I might make this bold. You know, you're going to do things to make this look pretty, to make it look great. They offer maid service, great, because I'm looking for someone to come once every 2 weeks. They do move in, move out cleaning, fantastic. I'm moving into my new house. We do detail cleaning, so when the spring comes around, perfect. We do post-construction cleaning, great. We're finished our renovation. Let's call these guys. This is what they do. And then down here, you're just going to add a lot more information, right, about the services. Here you go. You can go into detail about post-construction cleaning. And you can gather that information, as I mentioned, from, you know, I'm not saying steal Molly Maid's content, obviously, but it can give you a guideline to work with, right? The kind of content you want on there. People are looking to get their answers, the questions to their answers right away. So if they're wanting to buy a product or a service from you, they're looking for the answers to those questions immediately, right? And then, so all you do is fill out that section with stuff that's cleaning related. Boom, boom. You go into services, and you can elaborate on all the different services. And again, you can use other websites as points of reference, right? You can go into the about section where it says, hey, we're a cleaning company servicing Toronto and surrounding areas. What I do is I actually purchase videos to put in the about section, so I don't have to do anything. I go to Fiverr.com, which provides a lot of services for me for super, super cheap. So if I need content writing done, I just go to them and say, hey, I need some content for a new website I'm building okay, why is there no notifications here? I'm looking for I'm waiting for the video to be delivered right now, but basically I can go in here. They can do a logo for me if they want a logo. I don't even worry about a logo for this, but you can. Here you go. You can get somebody to do some writing for, say, hey, I have a website, I need some content. It's a cleaning company. These are the services we provide. Can you do like 450 words for me? Probably cost you 20, 30 bucks at the most, right? I'm not sure why that's not formatting for some reason. Oh, I got to log back in again. Just logging in. But what I do is, so I get somebody to write my content, cost me 20 bucks, but I also, here we go, is I get these whiteboard videos done for me for a few bucks that, where is it? So here it is here. Here's one for a company that I just did one for. And I put this in the about section so I don't have to write
Bash
content.
Junk Removal Edmonton, 780-884-7800. Do you have unwanted items you need removed? Debris, automobiles, furniture, garbage?
And all I do with that is I go into the about section and I go down here to YouTube video. Boom. Put a YouTube video here, and I take that video and I stick it in there. And this is how easy it is to install that video. You just click on this and you put in the URL. So you go to YouTube and you create a YouTube page, which takes 2 seconds. You load the video to there. You take that link, you stick it in here. Boom, it's done. You save it, and then you have your about section. You know, it tells people what you do in a video, and it's great connectivity for SEO reasons. So you know, because we all know that Google owns YouTube, so they put a lot of weight on video. So in terms of searchability, it gives your website a lot of weight in order for it to be searchable. And then in the contact section, super easy. You can go to any website on the planet. Let's do it right now. And let's do a cleaning services, for instance, and look at their contact section, right? So let's just do this company here. Take a look at them. I'm probably going to be mad because it just cost me money from. So here we go, contact us. Boom. So this is what you want, is a contact form. This one isn't very good. I would definitely have this better, like the company name, and then I would put the address of the company. I would put the phone number and an email address. Now you don't put the address until you have a client, right, that you're doing this for, and you can put their details on it. So all you do is you go here, and what are you going to do? You're going to drag over that contact form like we saw there, right? Boom, there's contact form. We're going to put a map in as well so people know where we're located. Boom, there's the map. And then down here, I'm going to put a little bit of text below the contact form, and that's going to be, you know, our name. So you go in here and put company name, phone number, address, and email. You know, the email, all down in here. Boom, it's all in here. They have all the information they need. If they want to contact you, they can do this. Where's this contact form going to go to? Right? So all you do is edit the contact form. So where does it submit to? Boom. You put in whatever email you want right here and hit save. So when people are contacting, so if it's the client you're going to be sending these leads to, fantastic. You can send it off to them. So we're about 16 minutes in. You get the gist of it. It's super simple to make a website. Inside of the pages, like I mentioned, so if we go to home, this is the SEO. So you would go in and you would do the SEO, right? So page title, you want a great searchable page title for Google. So I'm going to put in cleaning services Toronto and the phone number, right? So whatever the phone number is of that you're going to use for this business. And then you come down here and you do page description. You want a great searchable page description so when it comes up in Google, you know, we provide cleaning services in Toronto and the surrounding area, and then put in what it is. You know, we've made service, space, move in, move out, cleaning, detailed, blah, 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 all in here. And then you just put in your keywords, right? Cleaning. So put in a whole series of keywords. You might want to do some research on it. Cleaning services, you know, maid service, whole bunch of searchable terms in there, and just separate them with a comma, and boom, you've got your keywords in there. And there's footer code and header code if you want, but you know, if you're someone that understands that stuff or wants to learn a bit about it, and boom, now you do this for each page, right? You go in and do this for every page. So the about section, you know, you want to change the page name to about cleaning services Toronto, right? And the phone number. And then you go in, you do the rest, right? So about cleaning services Toronto. And then page description. We are, you know, blah, 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 whatever you want to say about it. And so the SEO is really strong, so that when it comes time to trying to rank this website so that you can generate leads for a client and send them on to them, that's what you do. Now, there's several other elements you can do, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to do here. This is how fast, I mean, this is only a few minutes. We're about 18 minutes into this. There's other tools and other elements that you're going to want to utilize to generate leads, absolutely. But the mainstay is this website or this web page where people can come to, people can find this website, and the next thing you would do is you buy a phone number, right? So you go to a place like this. You go to Freedom. So far it's cost you nothing, right? Other than your time. It's cost you nothing but your time right now. You've built the website out. You can take your time doing it. If it takes you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4, it doesn't matter. But really, you could sit down in a day and have it ready to go. But if it's your first time doing it, it might take you some time. So you go to Freedom Voice. You buy a phone number. I'm just going to give you an example of a phone number that I own. Boom, boom, boom. You buy a phone number. It costs you $10 a month. And I'm going to show you some reports. So I own the phone number. So I'm just going to go back. Let's go back this far and hit apply. going to show me all the phone calls that I've generated for this guy, you know, this month. So these are all leads that I've generated for this business that you can see that are calling him for his cleaning services. This is actually for a cleaning company. So I went on here, I purchased a phone number for $10, and then I went and put it on my Weebly site, that phone number. So when people call this number, I just call forward it inside of my Freedom Voice call system to his phone number, to whoever my client is that wants these leads, that wants more clients, right? And I forward it on to him, and I can go into my Freedom Voice, as you can see, and I can print off reports for him and say, these are all the phone calls I've sent you this month, so he knows that I'm generating business for him, right? And what's the end result of that? Is he's going to pay me to send him those leads. Because the reality is most small local business owners don't know how to do anything in terms of generating leads on the internet. They go and pay some crappy website builder to build it, or they do it themselves and they just don't do a very good job. It's not optimized the way I showed you that it needs to be. Remember on the page stuff, so pages, remember you go in here and you put in the SEO stuff that's really important so that when Google's searching it, that it gets favorable results in the search. You build out a really nice website with the 5 key elements, you know, what we do, who we are, where we do it, how you get a hold of us, where the value is. You know, here's the value is there a cleaning service, and we're looking for a cleaning service. They've just solved our problem, right? And in this image, you could make this a slideshow, so it's multiple images going through there that just keep sliding across. Doesn't have to be one. You could take this image and put some text on it, right? So that it could say something, you know, something that's a call to action or a button, you know, contact us now. That's the other thing that I like to do on a home page, is I like to put a button in. If you can put a button right in here, that's fantastic. You know, make the button, you know, so that it's better than this one. You know, I would want something that's a little more colorful, stands out a little more, and it could say, so you change the button text, right? So we're going to change it to say, let's just say we're going to change it to say, what are we going to change it to say? Say free quote, instant quote, whatever we want it to say. Okay, so button text, and it's going to say free quote, right? Boom, free quotes. People can click on that now. It'll take us to a page that has a contact form. You know, we can take us to the contact page if we want. All we do is go in here, and where do we want it to go? To a standard page that we already have. We want it to go to our contact page, so they'll fill out that contact page and get a free quote. See how easy this is? It's crazy, crazy easy. So what are we, 20 minutes in? We've already started building a website. We just need to put in the rest of the content on these other pages. As you can see, this one, I just go buy a video. This one, it's pretty much done already, other than I would need to go in and optimize it, right? I would need to go into pages and do this SEO stuff for the contact so that your page title, your page description, and your keywords are in there. Other than that, this one's pretty much ready to go, right? So we would get a video for the about, and then the services, we just outline all the services in there and maybe throw a few more pictures in there, you know, to make it nice and pretty so people can see what they're seeing. And if you don't like writing content, you just go to Fiverr, and writing into translation, you just find somebody to do it for you. And it's called Fiverr because people do things for $5, right? So business copywriting, that's probably what you want, or website copywriting. You say to them, this is my business, this is what I do, and off you go, right? You pay them the $5, $10, $20, whatever it is, to do the work for you, and then you just take it and you install it in here. You copy and paste it in here. Does it get any simpler to build a website? Really? No, it doesn't. And then when you're ready to publish it, you publish it, and that's when you pay. You would obviously go purchase a URL, so your cleaning service Toronto or whatever it is, cleaning services Mississauga or whatever it is, .com, right? And you install that in here, and now you have a unique searchable URL, which is super cool. You take your video, you install it in there, do the YouTube stuff. You might want to create a Facebook page, and you can go in there and do that as well, right? So you can put the Facebook links in there. So where's the social media icons? You can put those things on there too, right? Social media icons, awesome. You create a Facebook page, and then you attach it to here. All you do is manage icons. Go in here, and you put the Facebook URL in here. Boom, people can click on it and connect to your Facebook page now. You put all the details in Facebook, cleaning service Toronto, cleaning service Mississauga, whatever it is. People go on Facebook, they're looking for something, they can find it. You put your YouTube video, you post it on the Facebook page as well, right? The other thing you can do here is you can get citations. So you can pay someone to, so SEO, right? Content, citations, whatever you want. You can pay someone to list the relevant details, so the phone number, web address, company name, address, whatever, in like 60, 70, 80, 100 different directories. So now it's very searchable as well, right? Pretty simple. Now comes, and there's other elements where you can drive traffic to this that are super simple. You can use classified sites that cost you nothing to post an article in, or an ad for a cleaning company. People will find it. There's your website, boom. And they're going to call the number, and you've got the number forwarded through to whoever your client is. How do you find a client? How do you find a client that to send these leads to? Very easy. Let's do it right now. So cleaning services, and we're going to pick a specific town. So where do we want to do it? Let's say Hamilton, right? So we're going to go to Hamilton. And what are we looking for? Are we looking for these people? No, because you see here, they're paying for ads. These people are already paying for ads to get clients. People that are in the first 3 listings, probably not. They're getting most of the traffic. You see these 3 listings here. Look at this 3 Little Birds House of Cleaning. They're here and they're here. They're occupying 2 of the best real estate positions on Google. And so they're getting a ton of traffic. They don't really need our help, right? The people that are going to need our help is when we go to the second page, right? So you want to make sure, first of all, they're not paying for ads. So check it out. There's a really simple way to check out how well somebody's doing. Copy and paste the URL. Go to SEMrush. So we copy and pasted the URL. We're on the second page of Google, and we all know that 80-90% of the traffic that people look at is on the first page. So if you're on the second page, you might as well be on the last page, right? Because you're getting no traffic. So this is going to tell us if this person is getting any traffic. So I searched in Canada with their URL, right? That's going to tell us everything we need to know about them. So truth be known, they do have some backlinks, which is awesome, but they're getting 10 visitors a month to their website. See this? They started off great, but they're getting like 10 visitors a month to their website. And important keywords like Cleaning Services Hamilton, House Cleaning Services Hamilton, May Clean, I don't know what that is, but Home Cleaning Mississauga, they're not ranking on the first page. This is telling you these people need your help, right? So you can go on this second page and look at any of these companies here and stick them in there, and it'll tell you if they need help, if they need traffic. This is telling us they have 0 traffic to their website, right? 10 people. That's ridiculous. Let's look at the people that were on the first page really quickly just to see how well they're doing. The 3 Little Birds, right? Great name as well, by the way, 3 Little Birds. It's a reference to a Bob Marley song. So we're going to go here. So I want to wrap this up inside of 30 minutes, but just so you get the gist of it, 3 Little Birds, let's see how they're doing. Look at this, 479 visitors to their website. Look where they're ranking. Well, 3 Little Birds Cleaning, Home Cleaning Services, these are the 2. Hamilton Maid Service, they're ranking first. If the company's name, it doesn't matter, because anybody can find you because of your name. It's what you do that matters. House Cleaning, Home Cleaning, and Hamilton Maid Service, they're in the first page. See the difference between one page on Google? 479 visits compared to 10? Just between one page? So how do you find clients? Really super simple, right? These people on the second page and third page and fourth page are all potential clients. So what do? You click on it, you look at it, find their phone number, and you call them. You say, hey, my name's such and such. Just wondering if you'd be interested in having more clients for your cleaning service. They say, yeah. Say, great. Say, hey, listen, this is what I do. I build platforms on the internet, and it generates a lot of leads, and I'd like a company that I can work with that I can send those leads to. And you just explain to them how it works, right? People call, and the number's call forwarded to them because you're going to forward it to them. They get the leads. You're going to send them a report every 2 weeks showing all the leads that they sent you, and you say, hey, are you comfortable paying me $500 a month to do that? You know, sure, yeah. If there's any objections, it's really easy to overcome objections. You say, look, I'll run this system for you for 2 weeks completely for free, just so that you can see it works. And at the end of the 2 weeks, we'll put an agreement in place, and you pay me $500 a month, and away we go. So I'm going to try and wrap this up really quick. So if you're interested in starting a home-based internet business, and you've been scammed a million times, and you're getting all this information from gurus and experts and all these people who are saying you got to do this and you got to spend thousands of dollars doing that and this, and you want your own home-based business, this is something you could start doing today. And so just imagine, I want you to do the numbers on it. Imagine if you were able to get 1 client a month. And I'm going to tell you right now, I told you when I started, I got 8 clients in 8 weeks, right? I'd build the system, I'd look for a client, get it up and running, they'd start paying me. So 8 weeks, I got 8 clients. But just imagine if you wanted to work slow. Just work slow. And you got 1 client a month for 12 months, right? So you'd had 12 clients paying you $500 each a month just to send these leads to them, right? What's that, $6,000 a month? At the end of 12 months, that's $6,000 a month you're being paid. That's $72,000 a year if you just take on 1 client a month. Do you think that's something you could do in the comfort of your own home? Absolutely you could. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I had no previous experience. Nobody showed me how to do this. I figured it out all on my own. Here's the great news, is you don't have to do it on your own. If this interests you and you'd like to start a business just like this, and you'd like to follow a template or follow a step-by-step video guide that will show you how to do it, show you the other tools that you need to make this completely effective, and trust me, they're not complicated. They're all very simple. All these tools already exist. They're already on the internet. You don't have to reinvent anything. You don't have to know anything about coding. You don't have to know anything about designing. As you can see, this is all drag and drop stuff. All these systems and softwares and tools exist. You just need to plug them in and put them in place. If this is something that resonates with you and you want to make a change in your life, and at the end of the next 12 months you'd like to be making $6,000 a month or whatever you want that to be, because the reality is it could be anything you want it to be. Just depends on how hard you want to work, how much you enjoy doing this, and how much you like having the freedom of working from home and earning whatever income that you want to earn. Click on the link somewhere around this, come on inside and find out a bit more about it. There's no pressure, it's just informational stuff where we'll teach you a lot more about how you can do this from home. So thanks so much for taking the time to check this out. I hope you've learned something. I hope this has served you on some level and that you did get some value from it. And hopefully it's something you can use to get started, creating a better quality of life for you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.